Planning your first trip to the Philippines? Then Cebu should definitely be on your list. Cebu is one of the country's most popular destinations, and for good reason. You get a little bit of everything here. Beautiful beaches, tropical islands, waterfalls, historic sites, incredible food, adventure activities, and a lively city atmosphere. But if you're visiting Cebu for the first time, it can also be a little confusing. Should you stay in Cebu City or on Mactan Island? How do you get around? What should you see? How many days do you need? And what mistakes should you avoid? In this video, we're going to answer all of those questions and give you a practical first-timer's guide to Cebu. So let's get started. First, let's understand what Cebu actually is. When people say Cebu, they can be talking about Cebu City, Cebu Island, Mactan Island, or even the wider Cebu province. Cebu City is the main urban center. It's busy, modern, and packed with shopping malls, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, and historical attractions. Then you have Mactan Island, which is connected to Cebu by bridges. Mactan is where you'll find Mactan Cebu International Airport, along with many beach resorts. And then there's the rest of Cebu Island. This is where things get really interesting. Head south and you'll find places such as Mole Bowl, famous for its sardine run and diving. Further south is Oslob, known for whale shark tourism. And throughout the island, you'll discover waterfalls, mountains, beaches, and small towns. So don't think of Cebu as one single destination. Think of it as a base for exploring an entire region. For a first visit, I'd recommend at least 4 to 7 days. If you only have 3 days, you can experience Cebu City and Mactan, but you'll have to move quickly. With 5 days, you can combine the city with one major island or southern Cebu experience. And with a week or more, you can slow down and explore. One important tip: don't try to see everything. Cebu is larger than many first-time visitors expect, and traveling between destinations can take several hours. Instead, choose a few experiences and enjoy them properly. Remember, you're on vacation, not completing a checklist. For a first visit, I'd recommend at least 4 to 7 days. If you only have 3 days, you can experience Cebu City and Mactan, but you'll have to move quickly. With 5 days, you can combine the city with one major island or southern Cebu experience. And with a week or more, you can slow down and explore. One important tip: don't try to see everything. Cebu is larger than many first-time visitors expect, and traveling between destinations can take several hours. Instead, choose a few experiences and enjoy them properly. Remember, you're on vacation, not completing a checklist. So where should you stay? It depends on what kind of trip you want. If you're interested in shopping, restaurants, nightlife, business districts, and city attractions, Cebu City is a convenient choice. You'll find plenty of hotels at different price levels, plus large shopping centers and restaurants. If you're looking for a more relaxed resort vacation, consider Mactan Island. It's especially convenient if you have an early flight because the airport is located on Mactan. And if your main goal is beaches, diving, and island adventures, you might want to stay outside Cebu City altogether. Moalbol is a popular choice for travelers looking for a more laid-back atmosphere and access to marine activities. The key is to choose your accommodation based on your itinerary. Don't book a hotel simply because it looks great online. Check how far it is from the places you actually want to visit. Getting around Cebu is another thing first-time visitors need to understand. In Cebu City and Mactan, you'll find taxis and app-based ride services. These are often the easiest options for visitors. You can also use local buses, jeepneys, and other public transportation, but these can be more complicated if you're unfamiliar with the routes. For longer trips around Cebu Island, buses are commonly used and can be an affordable option. You can also hire private transportation or arrange tours. But here's my biggest transportation tip: don't underestimate traffic and travel time. A journey that looks short on a map can take much longer during busy periods. So if you have a flight, ferry, or tour reservation, give yourself plenty of extra time. And if you're planning a day trip, don't pack your schedule too tightly. If you're staying in Cebu City, there are several places worth visiting. Start with the historic heart of the city. Visit Magellan's Cross, one of Cebu's best-known landmarks. Nearby, you'll find Basilica Minore del Santo Niño, an important religious and historical site. You can also explore Fort San Pedro, a small historic fort that gives you a glimpse into Cebu's Spanish colonial past. Another popular stop is Cebu Taoist Temple, located in the hills overlooking the city. And if you're interested in panoramic views, head toward the elevated areas around Cebu, where you'll find restaurants and viewpoints overlooking the city. But Cebu City isn't only about history. The city also has huge shopping malls, excellent restaurants, cafes, bars, and entertainment. So give yourself at least a full day if you're interested in experiencing the urban side of Cebu. Of course, one of the biggest reasons people come to Cebu is the ocean. And this is where Cebu really shines. Mactan has numerous resorts and opportunities for water activities. But if you want a more tropical island experience, consider taking a boat trip to nearby islands. Bantayan Island is famous for its beautiful beaches and relaxed atmosphere. Malapascua Island is another popular destination, particularly among divers. And if you're staying in southern Cebu, Moalboal is a must-consider destination. One of its most famous experiences is swimming near enormous schools of sardines. Seeing thousands, sometimes millions, of fish moving together underwater can be an unforgettable experience. If you enjoy snorkeling or diving, Cebu can easily become one of the highlights of your Philippine trip. Cebu isn't just beaches. The island is also famous for waterfalls. One of the most well-known is Kawasan Falls, near Badian. The turquoise water and surrounding tropical scenery make it one of Cebu's most photographed attractions. Adventure lovers can also look into canyoning and other outdoor activities in the area. But remember that conditions can change. Always check current local conditions and use reputable guides, especially when you're participating in activities involving rivers, cliffs, or strong currents. And don't underestimate the tropical environment. Bring water, sun protection, and appropriate footwear. Now let's talk about food. You can't visit Cebu without trying some local dishes. First, there's Cebu lechon. Lechon is roasted pork, and Cebu is particularly famous for its version. The skin is crispy, the meat is flavorful, and it's often served during celebrations, although you certainly don't have to wait for a special occasion to try it. Also try puso, sometimes called hanging rice. It's rice wrapped in woven coconut leaves and is a common accompaniment to grilled meat. And don't forget the seafood. Because you're surrounded by ocean, Cebu has plenty of opportunities to enjoy fresh fish and other seafood. My advice? Don't eat only at international restaurants. Try local Filipino food. Some of your best travel memories may come from a small local restaurant rather than an expensive hotel. Now, a few practical tips. The currency is the Philippine peso. Cards are accepted in many hotels, malls, and established restaurants, but cash is still useful, especially when visiting smaller towns, markets, and local businesses. Keep some smaller bills with you. For safety, use normal travel precautions. Keep an eye on your belongings in crowded areas. Be careful with valuables, and use reputable transportation and tour operators. Another common mistake is trying to do too much in one day. Cebu rewards slower travel. Traffic, weather, and transportation delays can happen, so leave some flexibility in your schedule. And finally, respect local customs. Filipinos are generally known for being welcoming and friendly, and a little politeness goes a long way. A simple thank you or salamat is always appreciated. So if I were visiting Cebu for the first time, here's how I might organize the trip. Day 1. Arrive in Cebu, check into your hotel, and take it easy. Explore Cebu City or Mactan depending on where you're staying. Day 2. Explore Cebu City's historic attractions. Visit Magellan's Cross, the Basilica, Fort San Pedro, and other nearby sites. Then enjoy dinner and experience Cebu's nightlife or restaurant scene. Day 3. Head toward Moalboal or another southern Cebu destination. Enjoy snorkeling, diving, or the famous sardine run. Day 4. Explore waterfalls and other outdoor attractions. Day 5. Relax. Spend the day at the beach or take an island hopping trip. And if you have more time, extend your stay and explore places such as Bantayan or Malapascua. The most important thing is not to rush. And that's your first-timer's guide to Cebu. Cebu gives you an amazing combination of city life, history, beaches, diving, waterfalls, adventure, and Filipino culture. The secret to enjoying Cebu isn't trying to see everything. Choose the experiences that interest you most, allow plenty of travel time, and leave room for unexpected adventures. Because sometimes the best travel memories aren't the things you planned. They're the things that happen along the way. If you're planning your first trip to Cebu, let me know in the comments. What's the one place or experience you don't want to miss? And if you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more travel guides from the Philippines. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Mabuhay and welcome to Cebu!